Hey everyone, welcome back for a little TLC. We are officially back for another Marriage Mondays. We are winging it for this one, so we'll just see what we get today. Also, if you hear a little noise, our baby is right over there, so we're going to see how long she will allow us to record. Last time we talked about whether it's true that your priorities kind of shift from being solely God-centered to having to worry about the needs or desires of your spouse or the things of this world. And this week we're going to be talking about a very specific priority as well. So a couple of years ago, I was at a baby shower, and the two honorees, we kind of got into an intense discussion about who comes first, your spouse or your child. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today. Who comes first, your spouse or your child? Let's get into it. Who comes first, your spouse or your child? What do you think? First thing that comes off the top of your head, don't think about it too deeply.
According to the word of God, he'll be your spouse. According to the word. So,
What word are you referring to?
the Bible,
Certain verse?
I have a certain verse. So I have no notes and nothing in front of me. So,
I thought you were going to say neither. That's what you said earlier. That's what you said earlier, neither.
what?
Who comes first?
Myself?
I don't know. When we were over there on the couch, you were like, neither.
I don't remember saying that. But I mean, like, literally, I think, well, honestly, I think, I would say your spouse and the guy, obviously your spouse will come first. The kids are important gifts that God bless us with. But at the same time, it's our job to train them and teach them up so they be productive men and women of God and citizens to the world and try to live in a better place. And once they're out of the nest, then it's just going to be me and the spouse. And so if I can keep putting my kids before my spouse and then once they're out, then just being my spouse, it's going to be kind of, I don't know the word I'm using, I guess like dull or dry or not a lot going on because we put so much effort in our kids for the last 18, sometimes 23 years, 27 years, depending on how long they stay in the house. But, we got to put our spouse in front of my kids. We love them, we don't take it away the love for them, but the spouse always got to be before the kids, I believe.
I think for me, because when I was at the baby shower, I said the same thing. Like your spouse comes first, then your child. But I think having a little person now, I think it depends. My reasoning behind that is because like right now, at the age that our baby is, she's very young and very needy. So I think like at this stage, there are times when there are times when I have to prioritize whatever her needs are. But that doesn't mean that I can just like throw you by the wayside. I want you to also feel like you are prioritized sometimes. With that being said, so I think because right now she is more needy, then if there is a need that she has, then I have to prioritize that. But that's not to say I can just throw you by the wayside. So I guess, or like you were saying, of course, like God comes first. I think that everybody underneath that has to kind of take turns being first. So there's going to come a time when she's not as needy, where she can be more independent. And I think then you'll have even more time to be number two under God.
I think that's part of that new parenting style that these young people do now. But like I'm from the old school, so I still believe in the biblical structure way. Not saying religion way, but just like I think some stuff just I'm saying, yeah, we get that the kids have needs and stuff like that. Obviously, you're gonna take care of the kids, and we understand that. But we're talking about like the order that goes in, like period, like just the order, straight out order, how it goes. Obviously, things change, life change, so things happen in life. So you gotta deal with things as they come. But like just the particular order without things happening in certain ways, it still be the spouse, the kids, unless something especially happened. But still, at the bottom line, the structure of it is God, spouse, kids. That's the structure of it, for the most part.
I don't disagree with you. I think when it comes to like leadership in the house, yes, it is God, you, then me, then children. But I guess maybe that's not. Maybe I guess maybe that's not what I'm like. It's two different things. I'm not saying like the biblical order is different.
What are we talking about now?
I'm just saying like who comes first. There's not going to be a time where all the time you're going to come first, because sometimes her need is going to trump yours, or we have more children. Sometimes like our son's needs will trump mine, and I think that's okay. But they can't always trump me. They can always trump you. But that's not saying I'm gonna go to her and seek advice on how our house should be led. Does that make sense? I'm gonna leave this in the video.
Oh my God. Oh, I didn't know y'all were. I thought y'all was having a conversation. Okay.
Okay, we have a slight interruption so that my sister can take our child, since that's who she cares about anyway. Be right back.
I guess we just gotta have understanding. What's the base of what we're talking about? Because like it's different things. I mean, it's a lot of different things. When we talking about leadership, when we talking about just like who comes first. So like so many different categories, I guess, in that. But like just flatline, just like the basic of it, and just the structure of it, how it is, whether it's like biblical or not, just like the structure of it. Period. Like I said earlier, obviously there's gonna be a lot of things. There's gonna be some things happen in life where things need to be attended to, addressed. And sometimes, and it's okay. We understand those things that come up. I won't call them hiccups, but like it's part of life. It happens. But we talking about like the majority, like just like the basic of it, how it is. And then like occasionally, like maybe if she need to do something, like she need a diaper change or she need or whatever it is going on, like obviously I can do some of those things too. And as you get older, then like and she's not breastfeeding anymore, then there's more things I could do. So it still fall up under the bottom line of the spouse, the child. Because like my position is always gonna be the spouse from the time I'm getting married to the time God called one of us home. Like that's the only way. Then the structure gonna be that way for me. It's not gonna change. My status not gonna change. But for the kid, their status is gonna change throughout life, as far as like the addition they need. And then with more kids coming to factor, then their status is gonna change too. So it's just different. So the bottom line, I think, like still gonna be spouse. Well, God, spouse, child. Well, in this case, spouse, child. That's just what I'm on. Mm-hmm. I know somebody else on that too.
Let me ask you this. I've cooked a wonderful dinner because I cook all the time. Whose plate am I supposed to fix first? Your plate? We make sure you're fed, then the children? Or do I fix the kids' plate first, then your plate?
Depending on what you're cooking, because sometimes all the cooking ain't good cooking, so sometimes I don't want it. But if it's me, like
we'll say it's lasagna.
And if Paige like showing you lasagna, so.
Okay. All the kids eat what I've cooked?
If they're all eating the same food that we're eating, and they're old enough to eat what we're eating, that they can eat their own food, not somebody cutting up for them. Then go and fix my plate, then. Go and fix it.
Okay.
Most of the time, I try to fix my own plate anyway. But yeah, that'd be okay.
Okay. I was just curious what you would say. I think it's just a different spin on.
Either way, but honestly and truly, it don't matter to me when it comes to food wise. We all gonna eat, so it doesn't matter who get the plate first or second. We all gonna eat at some point. So that's not really a big deal for me when it comes to feeding. It don't really matter if I'm first, last, at all. I know I'm gonna eat at some point, so I'm not really bothered about who gets to play first. But I'm just talking about like as far as like things in the house. Yeah.
Okay. It's just a question.
You asked that same question.
Should I fix your plate first?
No. Like, should I fix your plate first?
You definitely should fix my plate first. You should fix the children's plate first. We don't have to worry about that because you're not gonna cook no way.
Yeah, I used to.
Cooked one time, guys. We want to bring that back though. Yes.
Depends.
I would be the one. So I would be the one that's like, oh, I'm making sure everybody else is fed. Kids, you. Then I might sit down and eat. Maybe.
I'm gonna be eating and I'll be cooking at the same time.
You gotta taste it. Anyway, that's the question for today, guys. As you can see, we had a very great discussion, so much so that one of my sisters thought that we were just talking and not recording the video. But we love to know what you all think about this. Who comes first, your spouse or your children? Make sure you like, comment, and share, and give your reasoning. Got anything else? Okay, that's it for our Marriage Monday. We'll see y'all in the next one. Hope everyone has a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time for a little TLC. Bye-bye.